a team, and maybe, you just knocked me down because you just did teamwork. Oh, like, all right. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. We all know that there's cameras on you.
He's teaching his kids a lesson.
In the cheesiest way of all time. Like, it would have been cheese. It would have been less cheesy.
Better than Tom Brady kissing his kids on the lips.
Showing him about teamwork.
Hey, so Tom Brady loves his kids. Nothing wrong with that.
I think there's something wrong with kissing him on the lips for an extended period of time. But let's not get into that again.
No, it's definitely weird. It's definitely
that
weird.
Is so weird. Just for the record.
So, going with Hard Knocks, they showed the Raiders played last night, and
Mike Glennon, baby.
Mike Glennon looked good. Derek Carr looked
good.
Derek Carr looked good in his first drive. Maybe the Raiders might have something going. They don't have their best player yet, maybe.
I mean, we're talking about their backup quarterbacks, though.
Well,
so, like, they're never going to play.
No, I know, but Derek Carr, 2 for 2. Josh Jacobs looked good. Yeah, he had a touchdown. I think it was like I forget what the touchdown was for, but then, on the other side of the ball, Kyler Murray just he didn't look great. But at the same time, if
Kyler Murray, a.k.a. future rookie.
All right, like if you want to know preseason all the guys that Pip likes, just look at like any undersized guy who like people
under
said
5'10".
People said he would be nothing. Like I don't have to know anything about this guy's personality to know that Pip is like so rooting for him. And he's like his favorite like player, like maybe calling him the potential rookie of the year. Just any undersized guy that like a lot of people said would be nothing. But anyways, Kyler Murray went 3 for 8 with
12 yards, 4 yards rushing.
On one attempt, like he was just bad. And again, like it just looked like his offensive line was not there for him, and it's really looking bleak for fantasy value, especially for David Johnson.
Yeah, I mean the Kyler Murray's fast, and I think he'll be okay at the end of the day. But that offensive line's not great, so you worry about the run game.
It's not that it's just not great. It's probably bottom 5.
Yeah, but
in the NFL.
Cliff Kingsbury's looked at as a exceptional offensive coach, so I'm sure he hasn't brought in all the stops yet. So we'll see about how it ends up towards season, because you're not going to show all your plays during the preseason.
But back to the Raiders in that same game, Nathan Peterman. I'm a big fan of anyone who throws 5 interceptions in one half, because I think that's literally hard to do, especially when you're trying to score touchdowns. But Nathan Peterman went 8 for 8 last night with 41 yards passing and 13 yards on the ground over 3 rushing attempts. I know that Mike Glennon had a very good night of 11 for 14 with 175 yards and 2 touchdowns, but like I look at Peterman as a guy that actually, I know that we're talking about a backup war here, which is, not going to mean anything unless Derek Carr gets hurt, but Nate Peterman looks good, man. And like I'm all about second chances for guys like who just haven't performed like physically. Like he was in Buffalo's system. There's no way that was the peak scenario for him. So I look at him now as a guy who's doing well so far in preseason. I think this guy's got a real shot to like do something. Maybe he's doing a resume.
Plus
for
Glennon,
starting job.
I don't think Glennon can motivate a damn full. He can't motivate anything. Like that guy seems like a piece of burnt toast. He's got zero personality.
Nate Peterman?
No, Mike Glennon.
No, Glennon.
Yeah, Glennon's he looks like Napoleon Dynamite without hair. He's a big doof. He's 6'7", and
he's
like
huge.
Not one of those like, damn, that's a 6'7", like this guy's athletic. Like this is a 6'7" tree. He's a fucking, he looks like a noob out there. But like he throws good balls. He's looking good so far.
Pip's boy Andy Isabella with a 60-yard reception for a touchdown last night.
Let's go.
We found out way too late that was Pip's sleeper of the year in episode 2 or 3 whenever he said, like, I have my sleeper, and then he didn't even fucking say it. It was, of course, the dude from UMass that he went to college with who's, once again, what is he? He's an undersized guy who everyone said he couldn't do it. Literally everyone. Like, it's uncanny.
Pretty sure he was running with the third team yesterday, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
You know what? Go ahead and pick him. Go ahead and pick him in the fantasy draft.
In other news around the NFL, Dwayne Haskins threw his first touchdown with the Redskins. Dwayne Haskins.
Was it his first?
Yeah, he didn't throw it last week. He was 7 for 14 with 114 yards and a touchdown. Touchdown was a pretty nice dime. And then Eagles play the Jaguars. We didn't really get anyone that's going to be of like importance in the future at the quarterback position or the running back. Although Miles Sanders played solid.
Yeah, there was some like the only game that really had any importance from looking at it was the Raiders and the Raiders Cardinals game. I mean, that was something to take away from, especially due to Hard Knocks and stuff like that. Not to mention, this third episode of Hard Knocks coming up looks awesome.
Yeah,
they're showing that AB's back. I mean, I really can't wait to see Jon Gruden's reaction to all of this, to all the winning that's going on, and like how well the Raiders did in their second preseason game. The dude just fires me up. He could get me hyped to paint a house. I don't care.
Although Sam Darnold played yesterday too.
So
Sam
true.
Darnold looked great. I'm all in on Sam Darnold being a franchise quarterback.
I mean,
I'm all in on it. I'm all in on him. He's a stud.
Like you take a look at like all the stud QBs, like Peyton Manning, like best ever, like Brady and stuff like that. And at the start of their careers, like Darnold kind of looks similar to them, but I still haven't seen enough where it's like this guy was a stud. Like Andrew Luck's rookie year, there was no doubt like that dude was an absolute animal. You know, he didn't look.
Yeah, but
if
you put a line in front of Darnold,
Darnold was good. He was legit down the stretch last year.
He was
like
legit down the stretch,
top
but
five.
he just made some bad throws, some bad decisions. And I know he was maybe like
he
had
was
the
no
youngest.
line.
I think was he not the youngest player in the NFL last year?
He's the youngest quarterback. I don't know.
He's the youngest quarterback, but I mean, I just need to see more. I do.
I mean, down the stretch last year, he was like a top 5 QBR quarterback. So, and then the other side of the ball on the Jets, you had the Falcons. Matt Ryan played, I think, for the first quarter. Maybe more than that, but the offensive line didn't look.
We're
great.
gonna get to our what do you call it?
Great.
We're gonna get to our picks.
What do you say,
soon,
Pip?
like coming up, but we're gonna get to our picks for the season. We're gonna keep
We'll
track
do that
of it,
the week
everybody.
before the
It's gonna be
season
fun.
actually starts. Yeah,
We're gonna have
because we need to know everything. We
yeah,
need
we're
to
gonna have
know
a
if
punish-
Melvin Gordon's playing. We need to know if Zeke's playing. We need to know who's where. All that stuff, like late free agency signings.
We're gonna have a punishment. We're gonna have
I
a
think
punishment for the loser.
Zeke's
I mean, it's
showing up.
funny
But-
that you say that you like are promoting that there should be a penalty for the loser, considering that you lose most things in this group. But
Pip's bowl prediction: Giants go 13-3.
I can't wait for it. I mean,
Saquon goes for
it'll get me
3,000
hyped
yards.
for 5 seconds. I always love that.
I
And
do
it won't
have a
happen,
hot-
and he'll lose, and it'll be okay with me.
Watch out for the Falcons.
Watch out for the
actually all in.
Falcons.
I'm all in on that.
It's
I
like
do
saying
the
watch out for the
Falcons.
Warriors. Like they're a good team.
No, they were bad last year though. The Falcons.
Oh
were
my
bad.
gosh, it's not even close.
A team that's been good in the past that lost a little
Watch out
bit
for
of
the
lost a little bit
Warriors.
of talent and is going to be good this year. I'm saying this year's Warriors. People saying that are sleeping on the Warriors this year are going to be proven incorrect because
They're going to be a top 4
Nah,
team in
the
the West.
Warriors are gonna.
100%.
They'll probably be 3
The
or 4.
Warriors are gonna be the 7th
No,
seed.
they're
in the West.
not.
They need a serious injury
Yo.
to get to the 7th spot.
The
Pip,
Denver,
can you name me someone on the team besides
the
Steph Curry?
The Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are winning.
Oh my God!
the
Why?
NBA Finals next year.
This has gotten so far off track, but I'm kind of into it right now. Why the fuck do you think the Nuggets are going to be worth a damn next year?
Jamal Murray is a fucking stud.
Based on what? Based on what do you on what?
You
What
just
do you
like him,
base your
right?
beliefs is?
I just love him.
How
I
many
think he's a
games of
stud.
his did you watch last year?
I watched the whole series.
So you would
against
be able to then infer that he has the ability to carry his team, and then he has the ability to lose the game for his team. Because when they lost, he was bad.
It's fine. He's a young player.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but I can't.
The Denver
see-
Nuggets are not winning the
gladly
NBA
take.
Are we
I'll
ready?
gladly
We're not
take
ready.
They're not winning
a
the
public
championship.
bet with you on how well the Nuggets are going to do. We can definitely talk shop on that.
Are we ready for the
Fantasy draft
So
results?
before we do,
Fantasy draft, or are we going into
we're
something?
going to talk about the fantasy draft results for the first 3. Your boy,
yeah.
Mr. Aquino, is 3-0 now.
It's very true.
It was
He's off to a
it's
hot
just
start.
it's just the me start, to be honest.
What's even more surprising, honestly, is that Angelo has gotten the total of fucking. Like
I had
2
4 votes last time.
He said to me in the middle of like the draft results like coming out like periodically, he was like, I need to stop making this so goddamn biased because there's no way people were going to vote for horses.
I gotta appeal to the masses instead of personally. I take pride in my picks.
I respect
I do
that,
too. It's just I take bets that I take picks in our fantasy drafts that one I completely agree with, that I feel very passionately about, but I also know the public does as well. So got to make your smart bets.
Angelo, what about too? I'm playing you in fantasy this week. I think you're getting smacked.
I didn't realize that I was
baseball.
not in like second place or third place. What place are you in?
Talk shit
It's
right
a long
now.
season.
The playoffs in like 2 weeks.
It's a long season, Angelo.
When you win the baseball league in your first year, you
It's
guys
a long
let me know.
season, Angelo.
Let me know.
I did.
When?
We have no proof. We were not in the league, so.
When you weren't in the league.
That's exactly why you won.
My girlfriend, she's from another state. You've never met her before.
It's fine. Like she's in all these magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, which ones? Oh no, you haven't seen them. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
So for this episode's fantasy draft, it's superpowers that you'd like to have.
Now this one, I feel very strongly that you need like a first pick. First,
This is
or
gonna
second
get
overall
heated.
Pick.
Yeah. So
This is gonna get very heated.
Pip,
And
you're gonna be number 1, Aquino 2, and myself 3 for the random number generator.
Let's do it.
The classic.
Aquino with the first pick.
Fucking go.
Myself with the second pick, and Pip with the third pick. So Aquino,
it's not even funny.
your first overall pick.
See, I'm gonna have to go with flight. If you tell me that you wouldn't want to fly at any point in time, just be like, in any like conundrum, any fiasco, just be like, fuck this, I'm out, and just fly to Italy. Just go wherever the fuck you want. Just say, fuck this situation, I want nothing to do with this. And then you're soaring, and it's awesome. And you can just, and like, you don't have to pay for flights. You don't have to deal with flight operations. You don't have to go to LaGuardia ever again in your entire life unless, like, the government's onto you and be like, I think this dude's fucking flying.
What a shitty airport, by the way.
Unless that happens, you're good to go. Don't need to even pack. You can just send it. You're all good. And not to mention, I mean, like, what a fucking party trick. You're at a party and just be like, I'm going to fucking fly, dude. And you just kind of just levitate slowly and then just flip them off as you leave.
That's a solid first overall pick. But I'm thankful
I
that
think
you didn't
that's
take
questionable,
mine,
quite honestly.
which I knew you never would. But my second pick is teleportation.
Okay, but like,
That is
that's
better than
that's
flying.
even better than flying.
no, it's not. The whole
You would have to fly to Italy. You have to fly over the fucking ocean. If I could just snap my fingers and be
It
in
would
the
take
Vatican,
hours.
and then snap my fingers and be in the
Exactly.
Grand Canyon, that's better than flying 100%.
Okay, but like the
100%.
thrill-
I couldn't agree more.
All right, though people say that it's not about the destination.
It's not even
People
close,
say that
Ryan.
it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. I'm
that's
big on
bullshit.
that. I'm big on that, and I'm big on the fact that the actual, like, I'm not even talking about like necessarily getting from point A to point B. I'm not even talking about the logistical ends of things. I'm saying it's got to be dope to be able to fly, like to actually be in the air flying. That's fucking sick. That's why I chose it number 1 overall. And I don't care about maybe an hour I'm in the air. Like, I don't give a shit about that. Obviously, it's a little bit more convenient to snap your fingers and go from point A to point B. But I would take being able to fly and actually having the flight ability.
You're going to take your first out.
I think-
That's all I gotta say.
First off,
Angelo-
you both have
Angelo
taken
has
3
it.
L's in a row, so fuck
Hey,
off.
I'm appealing
Second
to the
of all,
masses today, though.
I'm still completely on board with what I'm saying.
No, that's fine. No, flying is
Angelo, you stole
flying
my
was
first round
probably
pick.
my
That was going to be my
second
first pick.
or third pick, but I just would rather fucking teleport everywhere. It's like, oh, hey, wait, you want me to get you a cannoli from Italy? Give me a second. Snap, snap, cannoli in your hand.
Fair, but I don't think we've got, like, if we're really going to get into it, we're going to see, like, how fast I can fly. Like, I'm definitely faster than a plane and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We'll say you fly. No, we'll say you fly.
Like, I'm not taking a 9-hour flight.
You're not.
Like,
You're not Superman fast, but you're.
No, I'm Superman fast. That's the whole fucking point. Yeah.
Oh, so you have Superman's ability to fly.
The ability to fly. Yeah, like I.
Well, no, you
I,
have to be specified. The
okay,
ability to fly can be you
it's
fly like a bird.
obviously implied that I'm going to take the best, the alpha of
It wasn't.
flying. I'm not going to take the beta or the delta, the worst.
Still would rather have teleportation.
Go for it. So then, Pip, your number 1 and 2 overall picks being 3 and 4. What's up?
Sheesh. Since I had mine stolen, this is a little
Oh, Pip's back
tough.
against the wall. Let's see.
Let's see. So first, my first overall pick in this year's Superpower Fantasy Draft is going to be time travel. The ability to time travel. I just think that would be unbelievably epic to be able to go into the future, see what